What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gerald from Bank of Gerald here with another video update. Today is December the 28th, 2021, and I'm going to be reporting some news that I'm sure a lot of you don't want to hear, but it was coming. Before I get started in that news, I want to remind everybody that I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, and I am not your financial advisor. I'm just a dude on YouTube that's showing you guys how I'm growing this crypto, cranking it out in many different platforms. Yes, I know I'm in a whole bunch, but you got to bear with me because that's just how I roll. If you like this content, make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you haven't already and you want to be notified, go ahead and hit the notification bell as well. Guys, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this isn't really bad news. This is news that we knew was going to come from the very start. Girali.com is over. It was a great run, but we knew it was going to end. We knew getting started that it wasn't going to last very long. It was a hype. None of these hypes last very long. It's all about timing. It's all about taking massive action and a little bit of luck. Those of you that got in from day one back in November, the end of November, you probably cranked out 8 or more cycles of 100 hours. I say at least 8 because if you started, waited all 100, started again, waited 100, started again at that point, waited 100, then you would have completed that 8 times if you got in at the beginning. It's unfortunate. A lot of you got in later on. Now, I always talk about this. You never know when a platform is going to go away, especially with hypes. You know, there are some better, longer standing platforms out there that aren't guaranteeing you a whole bunch, like 100% of your Bitcoin. Matter of fact, 200% of your Bitcoin in 100 hours. That is what you would call an extreme hype. It does not mean that you cannot get paid from that extreme hype. But it does mean that going into it, you knew. We all knew, and we should have known. I know I've been talking about it. That Girali.com was going to leave us at some point. It started showing the red flags in closing the Telegram group. We all knew that that was a red flag, but we didn't want to believe it was that big of a red flag because they had kind of dispersed where they were sending people. They created a whole bunch of different groups for languages and different stuff like that. I've seen platforms shut down right before they were supposed to do Zoom calls with the leaders. It almost seems like right before platforms get really big, it's like they gotta shut down. That doesn't mean you can't win. That doesn't mean you can't crank that crypto out. This is a real lesson in being disciplined. All right? We have to be disciplined in this space. We cannot put in more than we are willing to lose. Excuse me. Some of you did that. Some of you are feeling the strain, and I understand. I was in that place with Waterbind. I was in that place, Crypto Future. We've been in that place with a few platforms. That does not mean we quit, because we would have not found Girali if we quit here at BOJ. My personal belief is that better is coming. More platforms. There's always a different platform coming out all the time. That's how we built this channel. There are longer standing platforms that have been around for years that I feel like we all should consider at this point. Some in which I have been talking about for a long time, but don't necessarily get the attention because they're not a shiny 10% daily, or it's not doubling your Bitcoin. That's why everybody's hurt right now, because they saw a big old shiny coin, and shiny coins are great. I love shiny coins. But there are other platforms out here that are sustainable. You know what? Sustainable can be sexy too. And you'll notice the ones that stand the test of time. They'll be the thumbnails that you continue to see month after month after month. At one point, it was Crypto Future. We were in Crypto Future for at least 3-4 months cranking that crypto out. We were in Watermine 3 months cranking that crypto out. We were in Mind Rift for a month, but we cranked that crypto, baby. But that was a 10%er. That was like 7%, 4% on the low end. It was a hype. It was a hype. So all of you that are upset, I get it. You may decide that the hype life is no longer for you. And I understand you won't be the first and you won't be the last. But I believe there are some people that are going to take this instance and say, you know what? The fact that something like this exists in the first place motivates me. If that's you, that was me. Watermine motivated me. It showed me that something out there was like this and it was real. It was paying. Girali has motivated me on a whole nother level. The fact that a platform has showed up that was fully automated. You didn't have to go in there to withdraw, and all you had to do was put in your wallet address and pay attention to the Telegram app, and you received your Bitcoin on a clock, on a countdown clock. It came right back to you. Oh, I promise you, another one is coming. And I'm not going to be persuaded by a whole bunch of people jumping in my Telegram and my email talking about, oh, you should join this platform. Oh, you should join this platform. Oh, you should join this platform. You can try if you might. I might entertain a few of you. But chances are I'm not going to join your platform. It has to come from my trusted sources. And to be honest with you, I would only want to use my trusted sources now. They brought me Girali. I was able to have Girali on day one if I wanted it. And I didn't even get it on day one. I waited till day 2. But I didn't wait that long. And I took massive action. And I started sharing. And that's the recipe for success. Some of you are just missing one thing. Some of you don't know how to share the information. And trust me, I didn't know how to share the information either. It's trial and error. Some of you should be starting YouTube channels about your Girali experience right now and how you're going to be looking into the next one. Heck, if you watch me, we're going to be trying to find what the next one is. I may not join the chain mine and all these different things that they're putting in these Girali groups and stuff like that. By the way, for those of you that are still watching, please do not join any Girali.biz, any Girali.org. Anything that says it's Girali other than Girali.com, don't even consider it, because that is a fish for a scam. They just want to bring you in. They just want to see if they can pull you in and play off of your emotion of losing in this time and try to get your money somewhere else. Don't fall for it, all right? Please don't fall for it. Also, please do not fall for any comments of people saying that they can go inside the website and retrieve your crypto out and send it back to you for a nominal fee. Please don't believe that. Do not believe that. I'm looking right at you. Unfortunately, the money that was in Girali is gone now. It shouldn't have been a problem anyway, because as soon as it left your hands, it was gone. It had to be worth losing. Okay? That's a very key part of surviving hypes, because you'll do some crazy stuff to yourself if you put in all this extra, this is my last money. Because hypes have a knack for pulling out on people right when you need them the most. You have to play the game smarter. If you're going to play the game, you got to play by the rules. This was an extreme hype from get-go. No one knows the day nor the hour. It could have lasted a week, and we would have been talking about this 3 weeks ago. And those of you that would have got in on day one, you might have gotten through 1 or 2 cycles at the most. Some of you would have been saying, oh, thank you for Girali. I doubled my Bitcoin one time. That's all I needed. Some of you would have still been saying, oh, I put my last in there. Oh, I lost it. It's over. And I'm really not trying to be insensitive, but those of you that watch me know that I say this all the time. And I will continue to say it. For those of you that are new watching my channel, please never, ever, 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 under any circumstances, I don't care how much you see me put in, you are not me. I am not you. Please do not put anything in these platforms that you are not willing to lose completely. And I say that all the time. And that includes your time. Because if you're spinning your brain about these platforms all day long, you'll drive yourself crazy. Don't invest any time in these things that you're not willing to lose. I can almost say I'm losing this time right here, but I'm documenting my journey in this time lost. And this is just a part of the journey. Platforms come and they go. That is the unfortunate part of the journey. But you know what? We're going to continue to find those platforms that do pay. It may be a while before we find another Girali. It came right perfect timing in Christmas season. Some of y'all had some amazing Christmases because of Girali. A lot of you should be clapping Girali up right now. If you played the game right, should be clapping it up for Girali right now. Matter of fact, Girali deserves an applause. For some of you, it was getting a little scary. I'm just playing around with stuff right now. Anyway, I got too many toys over here. Guys, this is not the end of the world. There are other platforms. There are long-standing platforms like NOVATECH. There are platforms that have amazing transparency like Futures Trade. There are platforms that are extreme hypes that are still going right now like Fast 10. Who knows when that'll go away? Nobody knows when that'll go away. We have long-standing platforms like MINTMONEY that are still paying out. We've got long-standing platforms like Elevate Pass that are still paying out. We've got long-standing platforms like ATTIORA that are still paying out. All these platforms can be found in every description of my videos. I'm going to now officially remove the Girali link. The only hype left on the docket is now Fast 10. And it's still doing its thing, but who knows how long it could go away tomorrow. It could go away right after this video is over. It could be by the 29th when we do our first video tomorrow, it could be gone. I don't know. I'll never know. That's just the risk we take here at BOJ. Please put your 2FA on all the platforms that will allow you and all your wallets, because crypto is the wild, wild west. If you ain't strapped, you're bound to get hacked. Ask me how I know. It is not very fun at all. This is Girali.com. It has now officially exited stage left. We knew it would happen one day. Didn't know it would happen today. But no man knows the day nor the hour that these platforms will decide to go away. And they will come up with any kind of elaborate thing to try to make it seem like they didn't mean for this to happen. Yeah. Play the game. Don't get played. All right? And please do not put any extra money into any other platforms that claim they're going to give you a profit back or re-get your account started. No, they're not going to do that. They're just going to take your money. All right? If you like this content, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you want to be notified about everything going on here at BOJ, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. For all of you that lost, hopefully it wasn't a loss. It was just a learning lesson. For those of you that won, diversify. Get into some other platforms that you like. All right? Peace out.